Hey, good morning. Happy Monday, y'all. I called out of work this morning, and honestly, I'm not ashamed of it. I don't care. Feels really good, actually, to have a Monday off. Just take the day off, get a lot of work done. Not busy work, but like work that's actually benefiting me. And just fucking enjoy myself, Because, I could go to work today, but I don't know, I was not really exactly feeling it when I woke up. Call me what you want. I don't really care though. But I want to talk about something. So it's Monday, and this recent Saturday, 2 days ago, me and a whole bunch of my friends, we went to the Harvard versus Brown football game at Harvard. Because a few kids from my hometown that my friends played football with are each on one of those teams. So it was like, all right, cool, we'll go watch it. And we did. Like, we bought tickets. A whole bunch of other people, not a whole bunch, but some other people from my town were there as well because of the kids who play there. And so we went there. We went to like a little bar beforehand, and we went to the game. We went out afterwards again, which was a lot of fun. Can't lie. Like I hadn't really, since I graduated school in this recent spring, I haven't really been doing anything else, to be honest. Like I've been having a pretty low-key summer, not doing much else, which I'm like, again, completely satisfied with. It's good to take breaks from doing damage to your body via drinking. But to go out again, like with my friends into the city and socialize yet again, that was a lot of fun. But right before we went into the football game, there was like a little tailgate section that we went to very briefly to meet like with some parents, like some other people that we had known, or at least my friends. I'm not really familiar with a lot of the people, to be honest. So we were saying hi to a lot of these people, and like most of them I didn't know, but it was nice to meet new people. And I was just like, I don't know, I was buzzed. I was a little touch drunk at that point, I guess. Not quite yet, but I was buzzing. And I know, I guess kind of recently, I like often just take notes on my phone. Whatever comes into my mind, I just write it down. Or if I'm at work, sometimes I'll write it on a piece of paper. Because whenever I have like what seems to me might be an interesting idea or whatever, worth remembering, just write that shit down, because you're not gonna remember it otherwise. That's what I've noticed, is a lot of times I'll think of something in my mind and I won't write it down, and then I'll just be like, yeah, I'll remember that, and I'll write it down later. Never happens. I never remember it again. So always write down an idea if you have it. Anyways, we're at this tailgate, and I overhear, I'm just like kind of being with these other people, just listening to these conversations. And when it was like we were meeting again with people, it was often like, hey, how's it going? Like, what have you been up to? What do you do for work? And I get it, it's just like small talk, but it gave me like a interesting kind of thing to think about. Because it was like, oh, what do you do for work? Oh, nice. How do you like it? Like, what do you do? I was like, bro, this is really all we're gonna talk about. I don't know. It's not like I'm not talking about it in a demeaning way towards these other people, because I understand like it kind of is just small talk. But I don't know. Like, I'd rather talk about something else. Other than like, oh, what do you do for work? I understand it's such an easy talking point for people, especially like if you don't really know somebody, or if you're kind of catching up. It's so easy to just, how was work? Like, what's you been up to recently? But I don't know, I just wrote it down. I was like, the recipe. It's because it made me think of like we were some people who are a touch younger than us as well, who are still at college, and it's like the recipe, as I called it, was go to school, get a job. It was like go to school, get a job, and then ask people, what do you do for work? How are you? Etc. Etc. It was kind of hyperbole when I wrote that down. That was funny. I just drove by my aunt's house. That was kind of weird. Can't lie. She was just outside. I don't think she knew it was me. But I don't know. I was kind of like, obviously, when I wrote that down, I was in a different headspace because I was like not sober, and it was just a different environment completely. So it was different. But yeah, I don't know. I wrote that down just thinking like, I don't want this to be like how I interact with people all the time, or like what my daily interactions consist of. Like, I'd rather talk about, not that it's bad to do that, again, I don't want to diminish people like that, but it was more of the idea was more so that, like, I don't know, I feel like in my head where I'm at right now, there's other things that I want to talk about and do instead of what I was kind of getting at there, which was like just kind of boring small talk where it's like not really anything important, at least seemingly to me. But yeah, no, regardless though, I had a pretty fun experience going out that night. But yesterday, Sunday, oh my gosh, I was so hungover, it sucked. I woke up at like, I got out of bed at like 10 a.m., which I haven't done that in a while, which is a good thing. But no, that kind of, I mean, whatever. It was a gorgeous day out. I didn't really do anything. I kind of just sat at home all day, and it was, I don't know if it was a waste of a day, because it's like, I mean, you know, it's just relaxing, but at the same time, it's like I was doing that because I was hungover and didn't have the energy to do anything else otherwise, despite it being like a gorgeous warm day out here in the fall. So I don't know, you could take the different approach as to, oh yeah, you shouldn't do that, or, you know, it was okay of you to do that. I don't care. But yeah, so I took today off of work. I mean, I've only been at this job because before I called out this morning, I was like, I had this like whole packet with all like the paid time off and all that information. I was looking through that before I actually called out to look at how all of it worked. And yeah, I don't know, I was just like, oh yeah, because I've only been at this company, this is now my 9th week, so you might say, damn, you shouldn't call out so early, like you just got there, but I already was thinking these things in my head. I was like I'm new here, I know one of the other kids I worked with in sales at this job, he's going back into his senior year of school, so he's only there like Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So like, it'd probably be better for me to be there today on a Monday. And then also one of our other guys is out this whole week on vacation just because he wanted to. He's an engineer, not sales, but like he still helps us. So I was like, like it would probably be way more helpful for me to be in there. Then I was thinking like, bro, so what? Like, no disrespect to these people, but this isn't gonna be like somewhere I work for the rest of my life. Like, I've already come to terms with that. So I just don't want to, like, I get it, I want to be helpful, I want to learn from them, and I want to do my job right, but at the same time, there comes a point where it's like, okay, I don't feel the best today, and I'd rather kind of like do my own thing right now. Don't make myself feel shitty because of that. You know? Like, I don't want to feel bad about myself and feel ashamed, like, oh, you're a bad person, you called out of work today. Like, no. I was trying to look at it from the grand scheme of things. Like, that type of approach, it's like, who knows, within maybe not even 2 years from now, I'm not going to be at this company, so they're not going to care about me anymore. I'm not going to care them about me anymore. Again, not in a disrespectful manner, but it's just the reality of the things. Is it's like, probably in several years from now, maybe not even that long from now, it's not going to matter to me. So why should I get so strung up on one day of work? It's like, yeah, maybe they might not like it this week, but it's like, I don't care, you know? Sometimes you gotta say, sometimes you got to, am I good to go? Sometimes you just gotta fucking don't give a fuck. That's what I'm trying to say. And right now I don't, so fucking, I don't care, alright? Like, what I'm about to go do today is, nobody's home, so I can watch my dog, chill out. Nobody's home, so I can also fucking relax. Because goddamn, bro. At home, there's always, like, my people I live with, my parents, they're fucking, like, it's hard to relax when I'm with them, which is annoying, but it's the truth. So on a Monday like today, it's, again, like a very gorgeous day out. I'm actually gonna get shit done, and I'm gonna relax and feel good, and I don't care about fucking work right now, okay, y'all? So, it's like, it's one day of work, you know, I'll be okay. And same thing with my company, it's like, it's one day of work. If I miss it, they'll be okay as well. So I don't want to hear it. Because, you know, the thing is you only get one goddamn life. So I'm not going to get too strung up on one day of work. Oh, geez, you missed your day. I don't care. You know? Shit. Now that I'm not going to work today, it's like, I'd rather not go to work tomorrow too. But guess what? I can't do that. Or I shouldn't, rather. Because it's like, that's another thing I was thinking of. It's like, society and like what, like, people like always, you should work. Taking a day off of work is frowned upon. It's like, bro, come on, what? It shouldn't be. I don't know. Happy to make this video today. If you're watching it, thank you. I really enjoy making these videos. I can kind of rant or say whatever I want to say, so that's nice. I also saw that one of my videos has been kind of not necessarily popping off, but it's got a couple hundred views, which is pretty cool. At least I think so. And it makes me want to keep making more and more videos, because it shows that what I'm doing at the moment, which is making videos that I like to make, and I'm hoping that they resonate with other people, whereas plenty of other people are watching them and giving me comments about how they like my videos and whatnot. So I appreciate that, and it just makes me want to make more videos and more and expand, so I can fucking quit my job and do what I actually want to do with my life, which is not work in an office 9 to 5. Alright, thank you for watching. I'm about to go have a good, pleasurable day, and I hope you do too. Remember to stay focused. Yeah, work sucks sometimes, but you do gotta do it sometimes. I say that as I call out what is the truth. So, don't feel ashamed of yourself. Love yourself. Be positive about yourself. Give yourself the energy that you need. Give yourself the love that you need, because it's hard to find it. Not everybody will give you that, so give it to yourself more than anybody else. Learn to love yourself. Learn to be content and fulfilled. Learn to grow as a person. Learn to want to learn more. That's another thing I was talking about over the weekend. I said it, we were at the football game. I was kind of drunk. Me and two of my friends, we were talking about reading. And I said that once you stop learning is when you die, in a figurative manner. But I think there's some truth to that. Once you stop learning as a person, I mean, what do you do otherwise as a person? You're not doing anything. So it's like continue. You got to be hungry for knowledge and hungry to learn. That's how I feel right now. And I think that's honestly a great approach to take, especially as a young person like myself. The more that you learn, the more skills that you acquire, the more helpful you can be to yourself and other people. So that's good. So learn and love and do good stuff for yourself and people around you. All right, I gotta quit ranting. Thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.